collecting MLP and LPS for a while, you have probably seen these little spots at some point. But do you know what they are? They are called pink mold. Hi everybody, I'm Unilove MLP and LPS. In today's video, I'm going to teach you what pink mold is, how it happens, and how to take care of your collection to prevent it. Well, despite the name pink mold, these spots are not caused by a fungus, but rather by a bacterium. Streptoverticillium reticulum is a bacterium that thrives in damp environments, such as bathtubs, sinks, and showers, where many of us wash our ponies and pets. Speaking of which, did you know this bacterium is very common on boat seats? Just look at those horrifying images. But getting back to the subjects, because I don't collect boats. This bacterium multiplies in warm or hot temperatures and thrives in stuffy environments. It also feeds on organic matter, such as sweat, dead skin, and skin oils, among other things. And don't worry, it's not harmful for your health. In fact, it's quite common and might even be present on the palm of your hand right now. When the bacteria is alive, we can't see them because they're invisible, but they settle into the plastic to feed on dirt and spread. When they die, they release a byproduct that reacts chemically with the plastic, causing those pink stains. So no, you don't need to quarantine your collection because it won't contaminate the items. When those stains appears, it means the bacteria has already died. Contamination only occurs when they are still invisible. Now, I'm going to show you how to clean your collection to keep it free of bacteria. I clean my collection at least once a month. Don't wash your collection in the sink, bathtub, or shower, as these places can be harbor bacteria. That's why I use a bowl of water. I start by wetting them one by one with a piece of cotton. Never submerge them or let them soak in water. I know it's faster and easier, but water can catch trapped inside and create breeding ground for bacteria. Not to mention causing them internal joints to rust. Soap, which is antibacterial, but I also recommend Head and Shoulders shampoo, as it has antifungal and antibacterial properties, thanks to the zinc pyrothene. I wash it with a small toothbrush, rinse, and then dry with a clean towel. Silicone gel. Silicone is very important for preserving the plastic, whether it's the pony's hair, their bodies, or a little spet shop. And the best part is that it doesn't need to be rinsed off. You just apply and let it dry. I see a lot of people using conditioner to moisturize MLP hair, but it doesn't actually work. Conditioner is made for human hair, which consists of organic fibers, whereas MLP is made of plastic. Lubricating plastic requires products specifically designed for that purpose. This product preserves and protects the plastic. wash your collection frequently. This is important to prevent the bacteria from staying in your collection. And when I finish this video, I'll have even more work to do because I still have all these to wash.
But darling, what do I do if my collection is already stained?
Well, Rarity, at this point, using alcohol or acetone won't help. Because the stain is no longer on the surface of the plastic. It has already been absorbed into a deeper layer. One way to remove the stain is with 30 to 40 volume hydrogen peroxide. The kind used for bleaching hair, you know? This method is quite slow, but it's the safest. Basically, you have to apply it on the stained area and leave it on the hot sun for at least 2 hours, or use a UV light chamber. But you'll probably have to repeat the process more than once.
And is there a difference between a bacterial stain and a pen mark?
Yep, there is. Bacterial spots appears as pinkish dots and irregular shape with a blurred look. If the shapes make sense, like lines, hearts, stars, names or letters, then click a pen.
But darling, I wanted to remove these stains as quickly as possible. Your method takes too long.
Well, another method is using 5% benzoyl peroxide, which is found in acne creams. The process is basically the same as the previous one. Apply it to the stained area and expose it to hot sunlight or a powerful UV chamber. The stain will disappear quickly and you won't need to repeat the process. The main issue is that the ingredient is a strong oxidizing agent. When it comes in contact with plastics like ABS, PVC or vinyl, the primal materials used for MLP figures, it can react to the pony's pigments and cause permanent fading. This happens because benzoyl peroxide can break down the plastic molecules, polymers, causing them to lose color and become brittle.
At least it will get the stain out, right?
Yeah, but it's going to take a piece of your soul with it.
Absolutely horrid, darling.
Yeah, I'd rather not take the risk. That bacteria doesn't turn pink overnight. It can take weeks or months for the stains to appear, but it can survive without moisture and the dirt it feeds on. So, the best approach is to keep your collection clean. Wash it properly at least once a month and dry it very well. Also, remember to wash and dry your hands well before touching the items in your collection. Anywho, that's for today's video. I hope I taught you something and helped you out. Share this video with your friends to spread this important information. See you next time.